And lore is posted, so
Thank you.
Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. If you're interested in possibly joining one of our campaigns, we do have open slots available. Our open slot is in a Friday early campaign that we wish to start, but we're waiting on 5 people to join in on the fun. But I think that is going to be all of my shameless self-promoting. Why don't we have Glenn tell us what happened last session?
All right. So the session begins off with Glenn, me, returning back with information that Samdi gave us for a guide to Tail with me and Jerome. So I came back with the knowledge on that and found out that this individual target who won some money actually got more money from winnings from doing some pony races, and Jerome is staking him out in the Promised Edge. So I informed the group of the information about, potentially getting some more money, and we decide that's the way to continue for the day. So we meet up with Jerome by the stakeout place, and it's by a bridge, and it's heavily guarded. So we're trying to decide a good way to try to get into the building. And while discussing some plans of how to get in, Bart says that he has a gaseous form that he could take to get inside. And Monkey also mentions something that he would usually call his Cloud, to come help him. And by certain happenstance from, I think, other influences, Cloud came down, to a surprise to all of us, besides Monkey. And yeah, so that was quite a sight to behold, and unfortunately that caught a lot of attention and drew a lot of attention to us because of that. So with quick thinking, Bartikov decides, against his better judgment, to try to take advantage of the situation and shout out that, oh look, there goes the Avatar monkey, because who sees someone flying on a cloud around like that, right? While doing so, unfortunately, we draw the attention of we'll just call her a Karen, and she starts getting on us for calling Monkey a monkey. Katarine decides to try to out Karen the Karen, and with some help with Samdi, cast Hideous Laughter, and Bartikov was able to get the guard to come stow this Karen away because of her laughing hysterically. And with that, we try to do that, use that opportunity to slip away. However, Glenn, just having bad luck with stealth rolls and rocks, trips over one, is unable to get in. Taking advantage of that, Katarine decides to Dimension Door Samdi, and they get inside first. Once inside the building, they start scoping around, finding a good pathway for Glenn and anybody else who wanted to try to get in. So we took a few moments trying to find the best way to get ourselves inside the building. Eventually being able to do so with Samdi, Kat, myself, and Bart eventually getting inside the building via some hiccups, but we were able to get there, and found ourselves eventually at the main, I guess, like party room, or there was the building was having a party, so
The orgy room, sir.
yes, let's put it that way.
Call it like it is.
Yeah, so
A great big fuckery.
Kat was able to find the bride of the Spalding that had the winnings. So was able to talk some shop, and through some mind readings and some other tricks, we were able to find out the money was stowed in the basement area. And with some flirtation and such, they were able to convince the bride of the Spalding to invite Katarine, myself, and Samdi downstairs for, I guess, more lucrative activities. When we got down there, that's when we decided Kat was able to convince the bride to show us where the gold was via reading her mind and having saying out loud the fantasies of having her swimming in the gold. So, prying on that, we were able to get her to show us where it was. She immediately dives in. The bride of Spalding dives into the pile of gold, hurting herself, and Samdi decides at that moment to whisper in her ear to cast Hold Person on her. And during that time, we did what we could. In that minute, we stuffed as much of the gold into the bag of holding. With one failed attempt of modified memory, we happened to get her on the second one to make it seem like her husband came down, collect the money, ruin the moment, and we just said it was best for us to take our leave. And with one final stealth roll, we were able to get out of there cleanly and split the earnings, and also giving some to Jerome as well for his helping. And I believe that is where we left off from the session.
Alrighty. So, you all get your individual earnings out of the way, heading back over towards your inn, and celebrating this very easy and presumably successful heist that you all pulled off today. Yay, congrats, your first heist. Now for an entire campaign based around it. Relive the thrill. Anyways.
You mean panic whenever we had to use silvery barbs twice?
Thrill!
Is it 19, 18, 18 or something like that?
Yeah, 19,
Oh.
18, 18 on our saves, and then an 8.
Thrill.
I was like, oh, God.
So, what would you all like to do now?
I guess get back to. Are we still leaving the party or?
Oh no, you
Well,
guys
we're at
made
the-
it back to the hotel.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we're at the end right now.
Oh, and it's very late. Do we take the evening and rest here, or do we try to
Well-
try to take up Reese's invite?
Well, I'm not, usually I'm not one that has like pockets this fat, as you guys probably know, because I got robbed easily the last time. But we spend it while we got it, right? So might as
Jerome just
well
starts
celebrate a
coughing.
little bit. Let's grab some food or something. We gotta live a little, right?
Perhaps we start tomorrow. Don't want to draw too much attention.
It was a long day. You guys are right.
I think that's best.
So sleepy time?
Sleepy time.
Alrighty. Then one by one, you all end up slowly falling asleep. While slumbering very deeply and soundly here inside of this comfortable inn, the sounds of the city streets and party that is happening right now end up fading away slowly from each of you. Morning rolls around. Breakfast sandwiches are being served, as they always are inside of this inn. Very easy to grab food. Monkey has left a note stating that he's heading out to hand out all of this food to his followers. And Brother Glenn, don't worry about catching up with him. He has something he wants to look into with his cloud.
Well, Monkey usually invites me out to those, but well, if he's got to go do him, he's got to go do him then, I guess.
Right, and gives you a chance to meet Reese and give us your impression.
Oh, right, this Reese fellow you guys mentioned. The neat new basis guy.
Mm-hmm. Right, it's something. I think I've decided what I think about him. The nefarious side of it I can deal with. It's by the books that I don't like.
Ironic, isn't it?
It is. But let's call him up.
Unnecessary evil.
So, as you all are walking out of your room, you see a familiar-looking old man sitting on a stool outside of your room, just snoring to himself.
Cat will kind of.
Hello, all of you.
Good morning.
Morning. This is a little weird. I was, on my way over here, last evening, and, I thought all of you were probably out, gallivanting as young folk do, and I ended up falling asleep. I apologize for that.
You have a nice nap, old-timer?
Napping is pretty much everything I can do nowadays.
Sounds like the life.
What?
Nothing. How's it going? Name's Glenn.
Right. You look more sickly than me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel healthy as an ox.
I made it
Ox that's been perpetually diarrheaing, maybe.
So what can we do you for, man?
Yes. I'm here, not on anybody's request, but my own accord. Want to make sure that, the young sir is not getting mixed up with the wrong crowd.
Somebody just cocks an eyebrow.
Now, he's not the most, easily liked individual by any means. In fact, some people think that he's a dick. But he treats people well, and I need to make sure you all aren't going to end up getting him killed.
That's not something that we can necessarily promise, but he seems to be able to hold his own.
Yes, of course he can, but you all seem to have an eye for trouble and ability to get it. At
We
least
don't find trouble, trouble finds us.
That's the tale I heard from Casino.
Well,
Somebody slowly reaches into his bag.
well, let me
Yes.
put it this way: we do look after people that we are working with.
But that does not limit my concerns there. I just need to make sure that he's good for another, probably 5 years at most.
So I want to insight check to see if it's him referring to the years he has left alive.
Or maybe some contractual agreement or something.
That's probably where that.
Go for it.
Yeah. Insight.
That's that.
Bada bing.
Nice.
I have 3 I words. The fuck is that?
That's a wide open microphone from somebody. I think that's...
Glenn?
Yeah.
It's Glenn.
We hear like
You
your
might have
computer.
disconnected your head earphone.
Yeah.
Ear thingy bobs. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The old man seems to be a little elusive with what he's trying to say, but you think it has something to do with the deal that these two individuals have. And I need to make sure none of you are some racist fucks that have a problem with him. And his eyes go over to Bart when he says that. I see you with your chaps and your holy symbol over there.
It's
It's
like you,
gonna
Bart.
look at
Captivate you, old man?
No, just usually your type have a problem.
No problem.
That's not a holy symbol. Those are just nipple clamps.
Oh, I thought that was more for private ordeals, so whatever. Well, none of you are gonna have a problem with him.
If I end up having a problem with him, it'll be because of his actions, not because of what he is.
Ah, that's fair enough.
Well said.
Well, if that is the case and situation, then I should probably be heading back over towards the office for him.
Well, let us join you.
Very well. Glenn, your mic is not it's using your computer's microphone, not your headset. Yeah. So, you end up leaving the establishment, picking up your breakfast sandwiches along the way. As you were traveling through with the old man, you see that he does get a couple of looks of glares in his direction, but he holds his head up very high. He also gets a couple of looks of, how do I say this kindly? Shy admiration would be the easiest way to put it. Your dirty 20 can definitely see that. And walking through the city streets, heading over towards the office. Donut, by the time you get there, or sorry, Reese, can you change your display name on Zoom to your character's name?
Sorry about that.
Most of the time I'm looking at this while doing things on other maps and programs. You've just arrived, and you can smell the morning tea that was brewed maybe a couple of hours ago. That, of course, you're not going to drink, and he's going to drink instead. And as you are going over to the door, the front door opens up for you, and you see your servant standing there. However, he is accompanied by 4 other individuals, 3 of which are completely familiar to you, one of which you heard about from Monkey, the dead guy.
Oh, I see you brought in strays. Might come in.
Is my mic working better, or is it still the same?
It's still the same. It sounds like it's using the mic from your computer, not your headset. Try unplugging your headset and plugging it back in. See if it asks you to update. Well, yeah, I just figured I'd stop by and check on them to make sure that your invested time is still of value to you. Tea, sir.
As much as I appreciate that, I can take care of my jet self.
Oh, I know that. There's no problem. I'm just helping out. Starts
So my
wandering.
little
away.
birdie said that you guys were walking around the other day, or yesterday. I could only assume it has something to do with inner city conflict that I'm tracking. but that's besides the point. What brings you guys to the office?
Well, we had decided that we still had more to discuss regarding the situation with the Church of Asmodeus, and to see if we could go ahead and start working on that a bit.
Okay, this sounds something of interest. Hey, come inside. I'd rather not the streets hear everything that we're about to discuss. I close the door behind them and I walk to my desk, pull out some papers, and I go, okay. So, you guys didn't come to the matter yesterday, so I can only assume you guys were on doing your personal investigations.
We had some other things to take care of, but we are ready to take a more serious look at this. And we figured with your connections at the church that it would be a good way to start investigating, since we do not have that particular connection ourselves.
Yeah, I should be able to get us in the door. Issue's trying to figure out where the fester needs to be cut out. Catch my drift.
Certainly.
So yeah, I can do this for you. You guys can use my connection. I would help me solve this issue with my public appearance with the Church of Asmodeus. Not my public appearance, but the Church of Asmodeus public appearance.
Right.
So I pull out some paperwork. Shall we drop the contract then?
I think we can do this without any sort of formal contract.
The contract is more of a way to keep us both in check, right? I feel like you don't trust me. And I feel like these contracts is how you can trust me. Because if something's on paper, it's a little bit more physical.
You misunderstand my mistrust. It's with the contracts itself.
Oh, you're afraid of a little piece of paper?
I understand what a little piece of paper means in terms of the Church of Asmodeus and making a deal with devils involved. It's
Why you
not just a
calling me a
little
devil?
paper.
Well, better than the devil you know than the one you don't know, you know?
I'd prefer not to know them that intimately myself.
I know a lot of things intimately. But nevertheless, I digress. If you guys don't feel like doing a formal contract, right? If you want to do a verbal agreement, it's almost the same. A simple handshake can go a long way. So, what are the terms?
I think that to start, I think it would be a good idea to understand what it is that we're all bringing to the table.
Mm-hmm.
You bring a knowledge of the Church of Asmodeus and some of the people within it.
Whoa, Glenn, you gotta mute, dude. That is, it's picking up like a fan is blowing directly on it and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm helping him while you're role playing. So
thank you. Go ahead.
But we have a bit of an understanding and previous run-ins with the little embarrassment that the church has run into.
I find it embarrassing, and I find it very much against tenants. But that doesn't mean that the person running it finds it embarrassing or against tenants. That's where the conflict is right now.
Right. But the cult itself around Infernitus, we have a little bit of we have a little bit of information on what that is.
Roll me a religion check on that one, Reese. That was kind of a name drop.
A little bit.
I'm smart.
You're smart.
Remind me as I say the name 3
Hey,
times to
why is
invoke
it-
flashbacks.
Just a second. I gotta make it the way it's good public. There it is.
22. We love 22. So, Infernitus, one of the rumored lieutenants to Asmodeus in Hell, a greater devil in their own right, much more bloodthirsty than many of the ones that would serve. And honestly, in your opinion, they would probably be better off serving, somebody on one of the lower levels, given how bloodthirsty they are. But he still needs
So-
enforcers.
Okay, so it's like the warden of Asmodeus, almost.
Mhm.
Like the knee breaker. Okay.
Move your mic a little closer. It's picking up your whole room.
Me.
Yes.
Oh, I know what.
Sound like a bomb going off.
No, it was there's a Humvee outside. It's making a lot of
Oh,
noise.
okay.
But yeah.
I believe this is the spelling Infernitus.
Okay. Yeah, so that's not exactly the image we want. Running the laws. So that's kind of cool.
Well, considering that the things that we have learned about Asmodeus himself might be cunning, might be wanting more power and that sort of thing, right? But it doesn't seem that he is particularly vicious in the way that he manages that. So that's not necessarily a concern. Cult of Infernitus has, to our knowledge, murdered 3 or 4 that we were around for, and 3 or 4 innocents.
Yeah, so Asmodeus himself prefers like a softer touch, but usually Infernitus is like the knee breaker you send out when contracts are broken. I myself have something similar that gets put out when a contract is broken, but
The old
If
man
they're
just
just
looks
like-
over at all of you.
if they're coercing people into contracts or just straight up killing them, yeah, that is very much against their tenets.
It would be I would say a direct case of murder.
Sounds exactly like that, and that's not okay. Okay, well, in trade of the agreement, I'll forego any formal contracts then, right? Since this information is light to me out of trade seeds. That's if that you would count that. And I put the papers away. Though I would prefer him to stay out of my head, since you guys have already all let go that you guys have some form of telekinesis or telepathy.
The agreement that we all have about it is that it's used primarily to contact each other, not to read each other.
Okay. I also have that power to read minds a bit, as well as talk into minds, as it's the best way of discreet conversation.
And I agree that that is more of what it's used for, and we allow our own to have privacy. Now, the people that we are around, we have no qualms with using it ruthlessly in that situation.
I'm very much an advocate of using it. And I need case by case basis here. But yes, if we can all agree to play nice and stay out of each other's heads in a aggressive manner, then yes, I have no problem escorting you guys into the Church of Asmodeus, and hopefully we can get some information out of that. You guys being like a strong arm, and then just me being present. They know who I am. And I can tell you, your friend Tree also has an investment in this, not me, I think. So
Right. So what it seems is that I think that all of this, taking care of this problem, helps us out on many fronts. And it helps us close out an agreement that we have. It helps you keep face for that church. So I think that it's a something that we can all use to our advantage.
okay, sounds good. If that's the case, I have leaving right now to solve the problem.
You have what? I'm sorry?
I said I have no issues with leaving right now to help you solve this problem.
Well, Mike, we have two directions that we can take it, I think. We can take the time to understand which spalding it is, which member of the church we can investigate that direction. Or we can eliminate the cult itself and take the pressure off of the church. Personally, I am much more invested in eliminating the cult itself.
I agree. I feel that we need to purge. If there's corruption in my church, a purge would be in order, right? Because it's amazing how when you get rid of these people that are thinking they're in power, how other people just mysteriously show up. And a new face of leadership, it's always a good breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. And one thing as well, it's not just the church that is here in the city. Infernitus has agents that are moving throughout Comorthor. We eliminated one, but it is our understanding that they can be brought back from that plane.
Yes. Are you talking about like devils themselves or?
They appear human, and they can be possessed like humans. But when we killed him, he turned into a pile of dust.
Yes. So demons and devils. Right? Any person that deals with devils and demons would be able to tell you that you can't kill them in this plane. You know, the only way to kill them is go to hell and kill them.
There might be another way.
Unless you have a way of anchoring their bodies down.
We might. It's something we would have to retrieve.
Oh, how that sounds delicious. Anyhow. Yeah. So, and then in that case, are we pro taking out the cult? And I gestured to Bartikov, who's been quiet this whole time.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you very well. You seem to be muffled.
I said, in that case, are we pro taking out the cult thing?
I'm pro taking out anything.
You're a bloodthirsty type.
I have a set of skills and it feels wasteful not to use them.
So it's a specific set of skills.
Narrow-banded, but yes.
Yeah, as long as you guys are all on board and there's no waiver of hesitation, then yes, I'm okay with this.
I don't like you using the word waiver.
Waiver. As in hesitation.
Trying to get me to sign something again?
No. That was the agreement with Katarine. She gave me that information about the Knights of Infernus, or the Cult of Infernus, and then there would be no formal contract with you guys for this event. So your worry of signing any kind of pen on paper is good. Though you did agree to a transaction, but I mean that's regardless.
Right. So it seems that we do have a lead on where this item is that could be used to eliminate the agents of Infinitus. The problem is that it's in mountains that the Spaldings control, and we would need permission to go.
I can get you that permission. I have a favor I can bring in. But in that case, I would need something back because I am calling in a favor.
Was there something you had in mind?
Haven't decided yet, dear. How about a simple? I need something done down the line, and you guys have to do it with. You can't speak for everyone. I apologize. You have to do it. All you have to do is listen to a simple phrase of please. Just one thing, one favor down the road. Thing is, I don't know what you guys bring to the table. I don't know anything about you guys. But down the road, if something were to come up and I realize your specific set of skills would be useful for that, it's good to have that in the back pocket.
Certainly, but I think I would like to suggest that yes, we'd be willing to help, but we get to. How do I say this? It's something that we get to understand beforehand and not just agree to do.
It would never go against anything of your moral compass, your religious belief, or
Can anyone hear Glenn? Sorry to interrupt.
No. Cannot.
No, not yet.
Fuck.
Yeah, it'd be the same way as we do the contracts here with servitudes, right? You can't go against your belief, and it can't go against your moral compass.
Okay. I mean, our moral compasses are fairly flexible.
And then, if that's the case, why are you even making that a stipulation? Say
Because I'd like to-
I think she's a good person.
Say I need someone iced. You guys have no issues doing that.
Also, but it's more or less I like to keep my own willpower.
Well, Garland, you're making this decision right now to have me call in this favor to get you guys in the mountains.
Right, but I'm giving you that decision. It's still a decision that you make. It's not something that we are forcing you into.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I ask in return.
Yeah. Hence why it's on the table. It's an offer. I can call in this favor, but down the road, if I need a favor done, as long as you say please, it will be done. As long as it doesn't go against your moral compass or your religious beliefs.
I think that it seems fair enough.
Okay. Then I pull out the paper. I said, unfortunately, this is how this works. And if you read over the paper, it literally just says the same thing. Like, as long as it doesn't go into your religious belief, but it's like more worded.
Right. That is something that I can agree to.
Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is, and I pull out the little pen, and I put it on the table, and I go, there you go, just sign.
And Cat will.
Okay. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna send a setting to that one Spalding guy.
Okay.
Yeah. The one that owes me a favor for getting him on the council. And I would put in a request to I asked him, which mountains are you guys talking about? I gotta be very specific with this.
Can we see the bigger map?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can. Spalding Bolera Coast. Oh.
Yeah, there'd be also a stipend if I can't fulfill the favor or the request that this contract nulls and voids. So if this guy cannot get me access, it just it voids the whole contract. So
Are you guys on the map?
yeah.
Mhm.
There you go.
Is
That
it
means
so?
we zoom in. It's the Nesfarsit Mountains.
Okay. So I'm gonna reach out to that one Spalding guy that I talked to you about, and I'm gonna say, hey, we need to meet in regards to your favor. I feel like we need to meet in regards to your favor. I'm at my office. We need access, unrestricted, to Nesfisit Mountain. The sooner you come, now. I don't know, 25 words.
Alrighty.
And then I will send a second sending, right? Just to finish that sentence off. The sooner you come, the sooner you're out of my pocket and it's less of a debt on your end. So come as soon as now. There you go.
Not hearing anything from you.
Those two spells.
Glenn, we're actually hearing Samdi through your mic now. We're getting there.
I apologize.
No,
but
you're good. I figured
Is,
that might
is
be
the
feedback.
humming done? Is the humming done?
Yeah, we didn't hear any humming at all, but we didn't hear.
Okay, we're making progress.
There we go. You'll receive a sending back. Fine, I'll see what I can do. You told him you need access to the Nesfarsit Mountains.
Unrestricted access to
I must
Nesfisit Mountain.
talk to somebody for that. Give me until the end of the day. May I ask why?
I'm gonna spend another spell slot. Your deal was one favor, no questions asked. I gave you a seat of power.
Whoa!
Oh!
That was back louder than ever.
I give you a seat of power. Now use it and fulfill your request I gave you.
Figured it didn't hurt to ask. Very well. Let me go speak with my seat and see if we can't help you.
I go, give him till the end of the day.
That's not unreasonable.
Sorry to interrupt. Try speaking, Ad. Fucking hell. All right, unmute yourself again.
Try having him log off Zoom and come back on Zoom because that's something that
We already did that.
Oh,
shit,
no.
I don't know what to tell you.
Fun times, eh? You can hear us, Glenn? Okay.
It specifically the microphone part is fucking up.
His jack might have something in it that's like making it a little fucked up or something. I don't know.
I don't fucking.
Me neither. I just work here.
He's gotta get a headset.
He has his headset.
That's earbuds. Or
Yeah,
that's-
but
that's-
like
that's
it's fine.
earphones.
It's the same thing.
He
All right.
hears through them, and he's trying to speak through the thing next to his fucking jaw.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. So, you now know that you have until the end of the day. What would you all like to do? Or sometime between now and the end of the day.
Let me see. What all do we have fucking going on? We have a sheet for this.
Samdi has a shopping list.
Yes.
Where is the sheet? Ah, Spalding, party goals. Okay.
Oh, I hand your contract to what appears. I give it to something and it turns invisible immediately because I'm heading it to the imp. And I go, put on this. You know where it goes.
Yep, I got it. Ugh!
So, just as a player, we're taking care of the Church of Asmodeus, the contract with Mahani, and getting the access to the mountains for the spear all in one go. Look at us being efficient.
Yeah, right? There's a first for everything.
Right? So really we can talk to Osby, or we can do general activity like shopping and such.
Are you guys gonna stick around here all day?
Well, we're asking out of character. What is everybody's
Oh,
preference?
okay.
Bart, input.
I was on the toilet.
Oh, okay. You have until the end of the day to get
Nice.
to gain access to Nesfarseeth Mountains.
For the
Yay,
spear.
efficiency. Well,
Yes.
and to deal with the cold, supposedly.
Well, if we get the spear, so just so Reese, for you to know, just in general, the spear binds whatever we stick it into to this plane, so it can't be killed.
I assume it's whatever this black feather spear thing is.
Yeah.
No, that's a different spear. But yeah,
Okay.
So it's the one that has the marker in the mountains there.
Yeah, I see it right
Basically lets you kill gods,
Yeah, we killed a
Which
Deva
which we
with
have already
one.
done once.
Yep.
there. I
Yeah.
dig it.
Yeah, we killed a Deva with it. So, but then that one disappeared. So we're like, son of a fuck.
Useful thing to have around.
Yeah.
But
I
yes,
just carry one in my back pocket, you know.
And
just
Katarine,
like,
keep in
swipe
mind
with
the
it.
deal you made with your goddess.
I did. I'm on there. It's like, oh, someone wants to keep it. Oh, did I just murder the entire party to keep a deal? But no, it's okay. So that's just to give you kind of some context for why we would need to get it for all of this.
Okay.
So we could stay in Spalding, like the main part of it, and like I said, do some shopping and some stuff like that. While we wait, or
yeah. I mean, we have a shitload of money now.
yeah,
Like, we could now genuinely pursue the purchasing of a house.
So, does somebody want to handle the purchasing of a house and somebody else go shopping? And
Yeah, I mean, Bart will go down that road. I've got persuasion for balls, so I've got negotiating skills.
Are you trying to purchase
Do we want
a
to just
house?
take like a brief tally of how much we have and are willing to spend, so I know what negotiating power I have?
Yeah, I tell you,
Test.
hey,
Hey,
we hear you perfectly fine.
This is
Let's
fine.
go.
I'm not-
yes.
I'm not breaking anybody's ears, right?
Oh, you're
No,
good.
no,
You're
we'll
good.
put all that in place.
I am.
A genius.
Are you guys bringing up that you guys want
Apparently.
to buy a house?
Yeah, we reckon we're going to be staying in Spalding a while, and even if we're not, it seems like a good place to have some property because it's quite well equipped. It's definitely not going to be free, but
It's real estate.
yeah.
And the housing
Um,
market, as we all know, is phenomenal right now, and this is the time to get in.
I
Alright.
mean, how
And it seems like
long-
Spalding has enough of an economy, enough stuff that we can make use of that it can be a sort of base of operations for any other stuff we want to go to.
hmm
And then when we inevitably overturn the city and turn it into some kind of, I don't know,
Egalitarian
proletariat
dream.
utopia,
Yeah.
then we'll be well situated.
Interesting.
Right.
That was in character out of game. Well, I was like, wait, I was asking in game at first, but it sounded like it was an out of game response.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, if you guys need to buy housing, right? I do have a guy. It's not so much a favor, like more like I can just like he hooked me up with my house, so I can.
Yeah, we've got a couple of leads, but additional people to discuss that with would be useful.
Yeah. But
Currently
if you
looking
guys
around
are,
like 16 grand.
yeah, if you guys are worried about like housing though, I mean, if you guys are planning on staying here for a while, and we're going to be business associates for XYZ amount of time, right? You guys can also use my manor.
Sorry, not to intercut this entire conversation, but I just like the image of Samdi and Glenn in the background. Samdi's trying to fucking reconnect his vocal cords.
Shit. It's canonical.
Yeah, it's just like, come here. It just
No, I think this one goes here. Well, it comes out of there, so it should go back in.
and we've just like Kat and Bart have been through this already, so it's just like we're letting them do what they need to do.
Why am I the doctor? I don't even have a doctorate.
But yes,
Technically, I have a witch
I do-
doctorate, but that's different.
I do have spare rooms at my manor if you guys need it. Right, that's not even a worry because I have now an investment. But until you guys find a house, no thanks. But if you guys need to talk to a real estate person for Spalding, I can also, the person that hooked me up with my house, I can also get you in contact with.
This guy really loves his contracts, huh?
Yes. Contracts of power here.
Sort of his whole shtick.
Yeah. Don't worry, by the way, Derry. You're not even going to be gassed, so you're good.
I think that that might be a good way to go. Right now, especially since that we are not done making gold right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to see that. I'd like to see what we can end up with before we start those negotiations.
Yes. So, but again, if you guys need a place to stay while you're here, that way you're not in that shabby old inn, right? I like to keep my allies and business associates as close as I can. So you guys are welcome to stay at my manor. Do you have access to magical means of teleportation, by the way?
Samdi raises a hand.
Okay.
About 30 feet from me.
If you had a circle, that would be enough.
I have to have it. I move from Starkton to here all the time.
So if you have a circle, then that is convenient.
So just to put that out there as a means of asset. By all means, please don't take advantage and just teleport. I know you have the ability to send me a sending. Just let me know in advance.
Absolutely, I would not be the person to just show up without some sort of warning.
Yes. And then if you see a drow walking around, that's my daughter, right?
Oh, not a problem.
With the contract. Whew.
We didn't hear that first part, would you? Now your microphone's acting out. What the fuck?
Who, me?
I
Yeah.
don't think it's acting up. It's just super quiet.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why my mic is being weird right now.
Make sure it's connected to your headset one instead.
It is.
We're all having problems. It's
the
all right.
light's red. No, like the light's red.
Hey, my microphone sounds beautiful. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, I just let them know, like, hey, just be aware if you see a drow walking around. That's my daughter, right? She's also deals with deals in Sharpton a lot. So, but that's just don't worry about it.
So it's a family affair.
Yes. So, but yes, I if you guys need a place to stay, let me know, and I'll have him make your guys' rooms as needed. I gesture to the butler.
Yes, anything needed at all.
Mm-hmm. But yes, I know that you guys probably have things you got to do today too. So.
Well, I think that for me personally, there are some magical items that I could pick up. I'd certainly need more paper and ink, especially if I am to learn a new teleportation circle. And perhaps having an insider to the city to show us the best shops.
Look at the imp. Do we have any people coming through today?
I made sure your schedule was cleared up for the next few days or so.
I look at the imp though, and I go.
Oh, sorry,
is
the
there
imp.
anyone? Yeah, is there anyone coming through to re-up their Gias today?
Shouldn't be, not for the next few days or so.
Okay, then yes. Yeah, it should be good. You guys are, by the way, hearing like someone talking by the windowsill. No one's there.
Hello again, little man.
Hello there.
Yes. Then I can close down shop and show you as needed. Just again, people get a little on edge around me. So when it comes to some of the locals,
Don't worry, you're hanging out with the right crowd. Let's go.
okay.
And like you see that in all like at that like some of the locals are weirded out by me. Like a spider just crawls down Kat's shoulder and into her hand and she pets it.
Oh well, that's interesting.
Local cord pops out a bit, puts back in.
Alrighty.
I
All
think
right.
out of all of us, Monkey is like the most normal looking one.
That is terrifying.
Right?
Anywho.
And now he has a flying cloud everywhere, so we are a conspicuous bunch.
Yes, you are. So,
I think just by like sounding not overtly trying to be crazy looking, the only thing unnatural about his look is the fact that he looks like a lizard.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean, Reese looks pretty normal. He just looks like somebody you just don't want to talk to, though.
yes, you are now a member of the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
The Brady
There
bunch.
always has to be one normal looking one. So as soon as Monkey got her his cloud, like, oh, Reese is back.
Yeah.
God damn it. No, anyway.
Walking
Shopping.
around with you guys. You guys aren't gonna get like jumped by people in the middle of the streets, are you?
I already got robbed once in this city. It's not going to happen again.
Okay. Well, I reach into my bag and I pull out my rapier. My bag of holding. I pull out my rapier and I put on my belt.
Everyone has one of these days.
bag of holding or a rapier?
Yes.
Both.
I go. It's convenient. My arms are very very noodles, if you know what I mean.
I suppose.
Just
I do.
stares at you blankly.
Yeah. So I switch the sign out and I lead them to wherever the shops are.
Alrighty. So, is the party going to be splitting in multiple directions? Somebody going to look for a house, or are you content just utilizing Reese's house? Out of character.
Up to you guys. May as well use Reese's if he's already got property. So it allows me to go looking for a new magic sword because I've been running around with the same goddamn weapon since level 1.
Yeah, I think
At this point, it's probably grown attached to you physically.
yeah. God, how long is that? Yeah, I think that we use Reese's for now because we still aren't done robbing people, I don't think. So I want to
Yeah,
see
sure.
what I want to see how much wealth we can amass
Mhm.
before we start
Like,
looking for a place.
Yeah, I agree with that. We
Yeah,
want
so
a
now-
good like base of operations, like I would say not too fancy, but higher end.
So
Mhm.
like a normal D&D manor is only 6 bedrooms. So I don't know how that's gonna work out with y'all.
We can share.
It'll work out carefully.
Just don't put Somdi and Monkey in the same room. We'll be all right.
Yeah, because more likely I have my own room and my daughter has her own room. So.
Can I occupy the bathroom at night?
Just crocodile in the toilet.
In the tub, just
Has
Who?
anyone
he
ever
just
seen
has-
Lyle Lyle?
He just has a large heated pond in the back garden.
That's connected to our sewage system.
No, I have not seen Lyle.
I work at the cinema, so I had to sit through. Essentially, the image I have is just a crocodile in the bathtub having a bubble bath.
A bubble bath.
Yep.
That's-
Absolutely.
Oh,
In which case, yeah, if we're splitting
I-
off, do I have
I
time?
would let
to-
the old man know because I don't know if this Bolden guy has access to sending. To that, I let the old man know that to stay at the shop and let me know if a runner comes with the paperwork for the access to the.
Of course, sir. I'll be right here the entire time, not going anywhere. I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Appreciate it.
All
He
right.
really doesn't have anything to do.
He has nothing to do.
Like picked him up the streets. It's
Have
pretty
you
great.
ever given him a board game to play while you're away?
No. No. He's in charge of entertaining himself. I'm not his father.
That's for damn sure.
Would imagine it'd be the other way around, but still.
No, he's a human. I outlive most of them, at least.
Alrighty then. So, Bart, you were in the middle of asking a question, sir. What were you asking?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if we're splitting off, do I have the? Is there going to be enough time for me to do like a small downtime action of looking for a magic item, or?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. That's
okay.
exactly what we're doing right now. But it's
Uh,
only one day, so I know what items are inside of this city right now, what is accessible. If you would like to inquire about something specific and try to find it, I can answer straight up, you don't find it. Or you can just go, I'm going to look for something, generally speaking, in this realm, and then see what you get.
Yeah,
And if you're concerned,
Magical-
yes, there are magical swords.
yeah, magical melee weapons.
Melee ooh, you're opening up your horizons on me. Okay.
Well, I can wield basically anything.
You can.
One-handed melee weapons would be preferable, but I can make do.
Alrighty. Alrighty. I would like you to roll me an investigation, please.
Cool. I will use my game advantage.
Go for it.
Big numbers, baby.
I mean, if I had a modifier, that would still be decent. It's fine. I have +8 to persuasion, so whatever I find, I'm getting it cheap.
That
That's
is
what
the
you
hope.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's just sitting in their thoughts. Okay. So. As you are looking through town, you said you prefer one-handed, but you're okay with any melee weapon, more or less.
Yes.
Okay. As you are looking through town, you come across this one shop. It is labeled as the Slip and the Slide. It stands
That's
out,
real dangerous. for
very
him to be.
interesting. And as you step inside, you see that it appears to have a menagerie of intriguing looking items across the walls and various different locations in here. Now, as you were walking through, you do notice that they appear to have a weapons rack in the back room. Heading over to said weapons rack, you end up gazing at a few intriguing items that they have. So, there is a war pick here that the tip of the pick is diamond encrusted and the shaft has runic markings all across it.
Interesting.
As you reach to test it, there's this little force field that seems to be protecting it, and a shopkeep materializes. Hello, sir. Are you interested in the war pick?
I do like a good war pick. What's the deal with this?
It is an exceptional weapon crafted in order to break through adamantium when people are digging. However, when you're digging near adamantium, you also need to be able to defend yourself. So, it can dig into the hardened shells of many monstrosities underneath the grounds as well. It is exceptionally powerful and magical in nature.
What magical effects does it carry?
Well, you see, the shopkeep waves their hand, and the force field seems to go away temporarily. And they touch the tip of the diamond with their finger, and you see blood starts pouring out immediately. Incredible sharpness. And they pick it up and gently hand it over to you.
I take it carefully.
The balance on this weapon would be so easy for you to swing. Out of character, this is a +2 war pick.
Ooh, nice.
Damn. Now, you say it is suited for digging through adamantine.
Well, it's capable of that. But it's also suitable for digging through hardened shells of any monster. Or armor. Sometimes the most common monster is a man in sheep's clothing, or whatever the saying is.
Well, and my more poignant question would be, if it is good at penetrating adamantine, does it mean that it ignores the effects of adamantine armor?
I have no idea about that.
Looks over to Cat.
My one weakness can be foiled.
There's something about finally piercing Cat with the pointy end. It just, there's a joke there.
I'm leaving. Goodbye. Session's over, y'all. We're done.
Look, if we were talking about a spear, then maybe those jokes would be flowing a bit more freely, but
Yeah, I don't think that anyone wants
mine
that
doesn't have
cricket
quite as much
tip.
curve to it as the war pick does. Anyway,
What were you saying about not corrupting the youth earlier? This is just
These things are fine.
gotcha.
Yeah,
some of the stuff we talk about definitely isn't.
yeah, that's
Okay,
fair.
this intrigues me. What price do you have for this artifact?
Well, as you can understand, something like this is incredibly rare to come across, and as such, the price has to be complimentary towards that. I was wanting to sell this for 6,000 gold. Keep in mind, it is a +2.
+2 is good. It's still relatively not mundane, but basic in its magical effects, so to speak. So this seems like a high end of the pricing scale for what I want to pay for such a thing. Do you think you have some movement on that?
I wanna start whistling that inspire him. It's gonna
Ooh!
be like Sam gonna.
Roll your persuasion and add a D10 at this level.
Ooh.
Yes.
Mhm.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
D10.
Oh,
What'd you get?
Oh.
Start with a 19. 20.
That's
The
a 20.
dirtiest of 20s.
Hey, 20's not bad. 20's not bad. All right, so let me use this new handy dandy slider.
It's like
He's
whistling.
got sliders for this shit. Glenn.
I can come down a fair bit for you. And I would only be minorly profiting off of this. 4,000 gold?
You are a saint. I will gladly take that price.
But if you find a better weapon, you come back and sell that to me at a even cheaper price.
You have a deal.
They shake
I
your
am still-
hand.
Absolutely.
And Mark appears on your cheek. You have signed the contract.
Oh no, this shop definitely has influence through Asmodeus. Um, most magic shops do in town. So you found your +2 war pick. Cool. We didn't have to go into any of the other 5 weapons that they had in town. Awesome.
I mean, if I
You just bought it.
Weapon number 4, adamantine destroyer, permanently destroys adamantine.
So we
Yeah.
can afford that.
such a dick, I didn't know you were giving me choices.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be choices.
All right, on to the next person buying shit.
Fine, I'll take it. It's a +1.
I mean, it's a +2 and it's a really good weapon still. I think they're
Yeah, I
versatile,
mean, it does the
right?
same as my longsword, but +1. It's great.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good upgrade. And canonically, you can mine through physically anything. If need
So
be.
when we get to a door we can't unlock, just
Yeah.
I have 2 war picks now.
Fuck yeah. Hey,
Just go
but the
akimbo.
other one is way stronger.
I'm just holding one out as a torch, and the other I'm just hacking through a mountain.
yeah.
Dual wield war picks. I like it.
Just imagine if you were a dwarf this
Based
whole
on
time.
Kat's comment, it now requires a name, and the name is simply the Penetrator.
That's
yeah.
actually what I was thinking about right
That-
when you said that.
That's what I named my new Warhammer in New World, but okay.
I love it.
Well,
I'm
there's an
That's
ability
gotta be a
called
bloody
Penetrating
penetration.
Wrecking Ball, and it has
Yeah.
it. So
I'm
it is
taking the time to make it my packed weapon, so I can summon it at will,
easy enough.
and it uses my charisma for hit and damage.
Yes, it does. All right, Samdi, you were looking for something, correct?
Yes, I'm looking for the ballpark of something that protects me against outside influence. I guess the best way is to say maybe a non-detect amulet.
An amulet of non-detection.
Well, it'd be the rigged up mind shielding if that's what you were trying to look for. If it was something that you were looking for last time.
Proof against detection. While wearing this amulet, you are hidden from divination magic. You can't be targeted by such spells or perceived through magical sensors. Detect thoughts
Divination.
is divination. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it does do just that technically. Roll me an investigation, please.
I will use my game advantage because it is my worst eye work.
+2 is not bad.
12 is
Oh.
not horrible. You end up going to a different shop down the road from the slip and the slide. Or sorry, the slippery slide. Yeah, that one. This shop seems much more haggard in nature, old, creepy, feels more at home to you. As you step inside, you see that there's a gnomish woman currently lying on her back on a table.
Sandy's just walking in.
Yep, and this shop is called The Back Door.
Sandy's like, as he's walking in, is looking up at the sign.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
As you are walking through, you look over to your right where there's a mannequin, and one of those like really old-timey mannequins that looks very haggard and well used, and it's currently with a full outfit on it. And when you look at the amulet around its neck, it seems to glisten and gleam with magic. And it has an emerald that matches your scales.
All is Providence, if I didn't know any better.
You like that?
Yes, it calls to me.
10,000 gold.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh. She looks over at it. Oh, that's a magical necklace. Some people call them amulets.
And what does this do?
Well, it makes it so creeps can't fucking stare at you when you're bathing. Well, if the creep's a wizard. Or any type of mage, really. Your creep's got to be more hardworking to know where you're at.
Santi just smiles a bit wider. Super creepy.
So, 10,000 gold.
Santi's going to stare at the person.
She raises her eyebrow at you. She wipes her face.
Can I incite her to see if she's trying to screw me about the money?
Sure. Roll me an insight check.
I forgot what the word is.
Pulling a fast one?
Thank you.
Yeah. She's trying to screw me. 10. Kind of hard to read, but she did just throw that out randomly. Well, apparently you're shopping with Bart because you gave him the inspiration.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wondering if we were all together or not.
Just Glenn's following me around.
The one thing I should point out to you, though, Samdi, is this is the day after everybody either becomes stupidly poor or stupidly rich because of all the gambling. So, do with that information what you will.
I'm going to look at her. 5,000.
Roll me persuasion.
Shit.
I'm not proficient. I can't help you.
Ooh,
22. We love 22. Anyways, she'll nod. 5,000 it is, but it has to be in gold or platinum. I ain't taking fucking silver.
I go to reach for my bag of holding, and like as I pull out an extremely wet piece of gold, I'm like, oh fuck, wait. So 5,000, that would be 500 platinum, right?
That is correct.
And I take off my my other satchel.
Alrighty.
Exactly 500 platinum.
So, and you did find the amulet of proof against detection.
Parapet. Oh no, it is an amulet.
It is an
Yo,
amulet.
you got swindled.
I searched.
Oh, in my games, they're incredibly expensive because how good they are.
Yeah.
Some
I nearly
DMs
got
put
swindled.
some DMs put it like it's only 500 gold, and then any tactical-minded DM
That
is
makes
like
sense.
that's no, it needs more.
No, that
The
makes
fact
sense
that
to
he's
me.
almost entirely banned the ring of mind shielding from his games.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So yeah, 5,000. Gonna cut that out. And I am going to spend my next rest attuning to it.
Perfect. Katarine, what were you looking for? Muted.
Thanks. For one, I need magic paper and ink. And I also want to see what spell scrolls we have.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Are you gonna bring up the lotto again? Or have you divided into a loot box system?
Oh, I have an entire chart. But anyways, roll
I
me an
see.
investigation, Cat.
I've seen Tim go shopping for spell scrolls as a wizard.
I'm going to use my game advantage.
Nice.
How is that only 19 if I rolled a 14 and I have +9?
Because you rolled 2 dice, only the one remained on the screen. Wait. It says you rolled a 10, not a 14.
Yeah, it says you rolled a 10.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, 19's still
10's
pretty
not
good.
even near there.
Huh.
Maybe that was near the 8.
I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, but the 8 rolled is the 17, so fuck
Yeah.
it, let's ignore it.
Okay.
It looked different on my screen, so I don't know if that was just roll 20 being lucky, but
Roll
It's
20's
okay.
always fucky.
Yeah,
19's
sometimes
still.
it'll give me errors.
Alrighty. So for paper and ink, you find 350 gold worth of paper and ink.
done.
In this town, you have to pay 375 gold for it, though.
Okay.
And that's static pricing, not like a persuasionable pricing. That's like just, it's a little more expensive here for general use stuff because there is multiple colleges in here. So anything that a college student would need, their pricing just gets jumped up exponentially. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Spell scrolls. Roll me.
Meow.
5d5s. All right, so a fourth, a second, a fourth, a second, and a third.
Okay.
All right. The first spell scroll you find, Blur.
Yeesh.
Hold person.
Okay.
I already have both those.
Magic circle.
Not a bad one.
Fabricate. And stone form. Or sorry, stone skin. And these are magical spell scrolls that you can still cast the spell off of them, but you as a wizard can copy them down into your book through them as well. But you would still
Right.
have the one-time free casting. Are you interested in purchasing any of them?
Let me double check on those.
Sure.
And then stone skin. Hmm. I'll take the magic circle.
All right. Magic circle, spell scroll, you are looking at, it's a 4th level, right?
Third.
Oh, that's your 1/3 level. All right, cool.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's considerably cheaper then. 600 gold.
Is it the same shop I got the paper from?
It is.
I think that with the paper and the spell scroll together, I think we could do a little bit better than that. We'll be here for quite some time, and we'll need more paper.
Are you purchasing all their paper and ink?
Yes.
Okay, roll me persuasion.
Cleaning them out.
No, that's, yeah. Oh no, we're out of inventory. Yes.
And with my feather, Double
19.
19s.
Perfect. 600. Let's call it at 520.
520? That's would work for me.
Perfect. So you're buying the 350 plus 520.
Mm-hmm.
So you're up to 870 for what you purchased from the shop. All right.
Sweet.
Nice and easy. Glenn.
I mean, Glenn doesn't really need anything. I mean, I'll check out just for the pricing if I could find it. A stone of good luck.
A stone of good luck. Shit. On monks, those are actually like insanely good. You're one of the only classes that always holds it in their hand.
Just always got that shit. I keep that motherfucking thing on me.
Never letting that go.
All right. Roll me an investigation, Glenn. You're not bad at these.
I'll use my advantage for it. Why not? 14.
14. For an uncommon item, it does take you a few hours of wandering around, and you actually find it in a fishing stall. Somebody is selling this stone that apparently will imbue the user with uncanny luck.
For fishing.
Well, yeah, fishermen find all the weird shit, you know? They got it out of a catfish.
Really fucking lucky catfish.
It was really big, and it never got caught, so pretty lucky.
That's a
Until it did.
Yeah.
that's a mighty fancy stone you got over there. Looking really nice. How much would that be to take it off your hands?
We're looking to sell this for around 800.
800. So over the table, Glenn is
sorry,
not
I'm
a
back.
picky person at all. So I don't even think he would try to haggle anything down.
Yeah, can we just say that Somebody's been with you since we made that joke about you being with me, so I followed you?
Fair,
Yeah,
fair.
I'm sure.
Fair.
So okay, so I had to go feed the cats. What did I miss?
He's trying to get a stone of good luck, and they're asking 800 gold.
Can I insight check to see if he's trying to pull a fast one?
Sure. Well, the fisherman definitely knows what it does. Presumably, he paid somebody to identify it, but he does not know how to value this. He thinks he's being fair. Kind of like an honest, hardworking man who's just like, shit, that's a lot of money to me, and it was free, so. But you
How
don't know
much-
if that's a good price or not.
Well, I don't mind contributing
wait,
to a hard-earning fella. Like, Glenn's not noticing that you're like inciting him or anything like that.
No, Somebody's going to say, hold on. And he's going to look at it. So he knows what it does. And did he say what it does to Glenn?
Yeah, it makes the individual who wields it exceptionally lucky, i.e. it gives you a +1 to a bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
Gonna look at Glenn. Hmm.
What's going on, Sandy?
Just thinking. Go ahead.
Right. Well, like I was saying, I like paying a hardworking man his fair shares of earnings. So 800 sounds fair to me, dude. He's gonna stick out his hand for the handshake and make the
Shake on it.
transaction.
800
Mhm.
gold. Thank you very kindly, sir. You have yourself a good day.
You
Shoot,
as well.
I'm going to take the next week off.
Aww.
Glad to hear it, man. I think you deserve a break from that and me, basically taking your luck away from you. But maybe you'll find another one.
Hey, wouldn't that be the dream?
All right.
Hooey. Can't make that sound without sounding like I'm trying to pass out.
That's fair. Hooey. Wait.
And
right.
Maybe it's the lack of American.
Glenn will then take the next hour to attune to the item.
All right. Reese, did you wish to look for anything? Are you pretty good?
I'm pretty good with what I got. I mean, unless actually, there's slippers of spider climbing. I'd be looking for those.
Roll me an investigation.
Yeah. Pretty niche. So 13.
13. Let me check out their rarities.
They're uncommon. They're pretty simple.
They're uncommon. Okay.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, you check in every few days in town, and yeah, they don't seem to have that item.
Okay, then I'm good.
Or at least any of the people that will sell to you have it.
In that case, I'm good.
Alrighty. Well then, everybody, now that we've completed our downtime of shopping for the day, you're all meeting back up at the office after you receive a message, Reese. Oi, so, the guy came through. We got some paperwork.
Hey guys, the paperwork's here.
So,
They got there. Got it pretty quick too.
I think we are going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yep.
Hello, and welcome back, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. If you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, we do have an open slot or 2 or 3 available in our Friday early game. We're trying to fill those up, so if you want in on the action to start a brand new campaign, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. But without further ado, let's get back into the game. You all met up after finding a variety of different items for yourself. Glenn is very focused on his shiny new rock. Bart is allowing his ooze companion to swirl around this new pickaxe. Walking through the streets, it's a very nice sight. And Samdi is casually wearing bling. Katarine has a bundle of pages and books.
Cat's being a nerd. And she's like as she's walking, she's like talking to herself through it.
So, you have news for them, Reese?
Oh, yes. So apparently, the papers are dropped off. Hopefully, we'll go over the papers and it's everything we wanted. So we have to go through those first. Sorry, my voice cracked. Yeah, we have to go through the papers first to make sure that he fell through with his part of the request and got the unrestricted access part.
Wait, so we all have to go through the paperwork?
No, I would never trust you to go through paperwork. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
Aren't
At
you a
least he's aware.
multi-classed wizard?
He doesn't like school, man. He doesn't like
Hey,
that stuff.
wizard.
He doesn't.
He's wizard. Barely.
He's not a nerd. He just has he's naturally smart.
Yeah, I got a GED. Mm-hmm.
Looks can be deceiving, you know.
He's a college
Listen.
frat boy. He got in there, but he's not very.
Passing his grades because he's like the star quarterback and not because of his grades.
Like, listen, formal schooling wasn't my thing. I do much better hands-on.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
Like hands on your fucking neck.
Right.
I really want to have a parody campaign of this group all going to college.
Oh,
As
God,
like
that would be so
second level
bad.
characters.
That would be so bad.
I don't know. I don't want to do that. Reese looks like a narc. So
Oh, Reese is a
he
nerd.
looks like a narc.
Oh, jeez.
I'm the guy that will sell you the drugs.
I'll get on that.
Alrighty. So, anyways, you all walk back over to his office. Once you get there, you see the old man is waiting outside patiently for you all. Hello.
Yes. You said he dropped it out. Was it a runner or did he actually show up?
He sent a runner out here.
I assumed he was. Yes.
Yes.
We don't,
God
he
forbid
doesn't
a
wanna be
Spalding
seen
ever
over here.
ran.
Yes. Yeah, I look at the paper. I go inside.
So, it appears to be a bundle of paperwork. Inside of it says that you are going to be bringing a few individuals with you into Sharpton in order to investigate through and check the quality of the ores that are inside of their restricted area within that zone. The individuals coming with you are your protection detail and will be there to ensure that you are safe, as well as someone there to mine for you. You're allowed up to 5 individuals to come with you. It is unrestricted only in the technical sense that you would be allowed in there to go wherever you want, but with the expectation that you do test the quality of ore within the depths of their range that they have not had access to due to monsters in the area. That's all.
So I let everyone know the same thing. I was like, yeah, we also need someone that, like, quote unquote, is picking at the ore, which conveniently I see that you brought a pick. So hey.
Yes, supposedly it is capable of breaking its way through even adamantium.
Yes.
Though that might just be marketing jargon.
I mean, if a pick can break stone, I can only imagine what it does to bones.
Well, that is why it has hammer on backside and pointy bit on the other side.
Oh, so you can
Through
bust
the armor,
kneecaps too.
break the
Business
bones.
and fun.
Lovely.
Is the mullet of melee weapons.
The thought of murder comes to mind right now.
Well, conveniently, you might need it. There's monsters in the lower section of where the ore is that they want us to check. We're not actually having to check though. We just have to make it look like we are. But like, just be aware there will be monsters in the mountains. Yeah, this should be good.
Well, that certainly takes care of getting us in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you are accepting this trade?
I grabbed the papers and I handed to Katerina and I said, as requested.
Alrighty. Well then,
My
everybody,
end of our deal is done.
everybody smells a little burning smell coming from his arm.
Everybody smell that?
Yes, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know it. I don't smell nothing.
That is your deal with the individual being removed from
Oh
you.
yes, I roll up the side of my shirt, my tunic, and I see like the tatted of the folding symbol just burn away, and I go, oh, that's a shame.
Hey, you accepted it.
Yeah.
The contract has been sealed.
So he's good for now. Thing about people that make deals and get things that they want. They see how easy it is to repay sometimes, and they want to make another one.
So, the stipulation is that you are the one who gains access, and you can bring up to 5 other individuals with you.
Correct. But I still owe Katerina the paperwork.
Okay.
As per our contract.
Just making sure.
I mean, obviously, you have full range of this contract, but you do need me in order to get it.
Right, and that's something that works for me.
Yes. Unfortunately, right, my circle in Sharpton isn't constructed. That is actually one of the reasons why my daughter is there right now. So I take things a long way. Getting back would be easy.
Right.
Actually, I have a circle. Where is? I have a circle to one of the Asmodeus churches. Alona. Where's Alona at?
Opposite direction.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I go. Yeah, I can get you to Spalding and Alona. Unfortunately, I don't have anything in Sharpton.
That's all right. We're not unused to actually travel. So it seems that we should head out in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
The
That
fuck's
would
that
give you
sound?
time to memorize my circle if you need it, too.
Certainly, that would be useful.
Alrighty. So I guess you're all going to leave and start traveling up there?
In the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we can fast forward through the evening.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would take the time to transcribe my spell and memorize his teleportation circle.
And in the middle of you transcribing, I would ask, what spells did you pick up? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, magic circle. I can keep things out or keep things in.
I might remember that deal that we brought up. I might have to call on it sooner than you think with that spell.
Oh,
There's a demon a certain demon I can summon, and it'd be nice to have his true name. The issue is binding him long enough to figure it out. So,
do you happen to own anything of his?
no, I can summon it. It's usually always the same dude, but I can't get his name, is the thing. Unless I bind him to a circle very quick and like have time to read his mind. The issue is that once you start detecting thoughts, you break your concentration under control, and then he just wants to kill me.
I see. That could be useful.
So
We'll have to talk about what other capabilities we have amongst us to keep that.
yes. So it's good to know.
Mhm.
Or when we have a little bit more time.
Sir, I prepared your adventuring bag for you.
I'm like looking at that bag of holding on my side. I think I have everything in here already.
Oh, so you don't
sure,
need
I'll
any
take
of
that.
these things. Oh, okay, fine.
What is it? Whoa.
Well,
What's
it
that?
it came with a nice tea set, some very
I love your
valuable
tea.
tea. Oh, you
I
really
love-
should try it. It's wonderful
I feel
stuff.
like you're buying tea for yourself at this
There's
point.
also some travel biscuits, very wonderful tarts that'll stay good for about a week or so.
Here, I'll take
Do you happen to have coffee?
Yes, I pull out my flask. It's like maybe this big. I go, here you go.
It should take a smell.
It's coffee.
Fairly strong, not like the highest of high-end coffees, but it's a really good one. And it is a
Mhm.
coffee. It is not a latte. It is not an espresso. It's just coffee.
Black coffee.
It's actually just pure concentrate of caffeine.
Mhm.
Inject it right into my eyeballs.
I poured some in a cup. And you see that like the amount that comes out of the flask is not equal to the amount that's in the cup, and it just keeps going. You know, here you go.
That's useful.
That's all I drink.
So that's where Imperial's coffee flask went.
You know, this used to do a lot. It doesn't do anything anymore. I just drink it and walk back to my room. Enjoy your night. The circle's in the back next to the dining table. I had nowhere else to put it, so.
It's actually a piece of the circle is written on both ends of the dinner table, and then under where the chairs are, there's the rest of it.
It's like
It's a perspective thing.
It's a perspective thing. You have to look at it from an angle, you know? There it is.
It's interesting and useful.
No, it's like
Just-
literally on like
it's exactly why he wants you to send a message before you go there, because you don't want to show up in the middle of the dinner table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's actually like in the corner of like the kitchen or the dining area, right? But there's like a curtain around it. That way, like no one actually sees it.
Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, don't look at the man behind the curtain. Yeah. It also lets me, you know, if I'm eating dinner and I have a dinner invite I send out, and somebody shows up, right? It's easier to eat dinner that way, you know.
My God.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
So,
You know, normally I do a transaction for that circle, but that one, the first one's, well, I guess this is the third one. The third one's always free.
That's
well,
appreciated.
should I make everybody's beds at your estate?
Yes.
Very well. You are going to have to
Well, we haven't guessed, sorry.
bunk up. What?
Oh, I let him know that, yeah, we're having guests. All of them are staying the night at my manor.
Yes. Alrighty. You're all going to have to share with each other.
Do you have a bathtub?
I don't know if the normal manor has bathtubs.
They would have their own bathtub.
Especially in Spalding, I think.
Especially in
Yeah.
Spalding, yeah, you're right. It would.
Yeah,
I mean, I just need like a corner to lean on. I sleep standing.
That's weird. Mm.
I mean, I don't sleep.
Thank you for drawing the attention away.
Alrighty. So, you all get back over to the manor, and it is a fairly nice-looking manor. 6 bedrooms, a den, a kitchen that's connected to the dining hall. There's no separation between the two of them. What the hell is that slapping sound?
Yes.
Not me.
It was Glenn.
It was Glenn. Okay. God damn it, Glenn.
What is with your audio issues today? And here I thought I fixed everything. I don't fix nothing.
Alrighty. Well, fairly nice estate, fairly large as well. You all can slip in and go to your, bunking rooms. Who's going to bunk together? Because 3 of your rooms are spoken for out of the 6. So there's 3 more remaining for 5 individuals. I assume the lady gets her own room? Or actually, not even 6. There's 6 of you in total, so it should be 2s.
Yeah.
Or, 3.
Yeah, I tell him that's between.
I'm taking the tub.
I will bunk up with Botikov.
Can I just like sleep outside and just on the corner hallway? Just stand sleeping in a corner.
No.
Right. So I guess I'll bunk up with you in the room then in the corner. That should be fine.
Yeah.
Monkey will take you.
Yeah.
Instead of the 2 of you sharing a bed, he gets the bed all to himself while you sit in the corner.
Yeah, just
Somebody has a
standing there.
bathtub.
so then it's Bart and Gabriel,
Yep.
and then Kat has her own.
Yep.
So the only weird part is all the bedrooms have a picture of Risan's face staring down at the bed. That's like the only weird part about the whole room. Everything else is pretty common.
Monkey sleeps like a baby.
Say, like, when you say picture of his face staring down at the bed, do you mean on the ceiling?
No, like against the wall, right? Yeah, it's on the ceiling. There's a whole mural.
Oh no.
It's the body pillows. It's the body pillow sort of thing.
Yeah, you don't even realize it until you lay down. You look up at the ceiling, and then you look at him looking back at you.
Well, that's just concerning.
Either way, Bart's gonna take like his cloak off at the end of the night, and he's just gonna hang it over the pictures. Like, no.
Nose to toes or butt to butt?
Butt or butt to butt, toes to butt. Which
Oh,
one?
Bart and Gavriel.
It's Gabriel.
Gavriel is the himbo squire to
Yeah.
Katarine. Technically Bart as well, but yeah.
Do you mean
Yeah.
top and tail, or just get in the bed? For the love of God, it's fine.
Very well.
We went through far worse than this in basic.
That is not. I just wanted to know what you prefer. And he leans right next to you.
He
Shoulder
is
to
the
shoulder.
spoon.
They're both wide. And
Yeah.
Yeah, before you joined Reese, a third of the party was directly sworn to Katarine. It's great.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
You're all laughing at me sleeping in the tub, but I'm the only one having a normal sleep.
What are you talking about?
There's
Katarine?
Monkey and Cat.
Yeah.
Well,
Monkey
all of
is
you have
perfectly
Reese to stare at
comfortable
you.
with Reese staring at him and Glenn staring at him from the corner. You can't tell me he wouldn't be.
just looking at him sleep.
Yeah. Not brother Glenn.
Ever heard of a waterbed?
Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I guess would stick out in the entirety of the manor is there's a family portrait of like my family on the front den, and you see me, a human, and then a drowned like girl, which doesn't match the mom or me. So it's like the only thing that kind of like sticks out, but there's no indication of like a woman, like a wife at all in the house.
But there is a suspiciously missing gap where it was painted over with a large vase. I'm joking.
There's just a face in the way. Yeah.
So then, everybody sleeps either phenomenally well or well enough. First thing in the morning, Reese, you are woken up by the sound of
Let's see, 4
grunting
hours.
athletics outside.
Yeah, I only sleep 4 hours, so I heard him get up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Gavriel.
Oh shit!
Gavriel apparently has woken up bright and early and is now exercising.
Me and Glenn literally come out at the same time, drinking my coffee. He's just walking outside. I'm just like, you're up early.
Going to meditate.
Hey, you do you.
So,
There is grunting from Barton Greville's room, and the slap of feet on the floor. Gavriel's doing jumping jacks. Bart is still in bed.
And with every jump, the bed creaks.
After a short period of time. That was funny. After a short period of time, you do see him walk out down the hall, Reese, in this very tight woolen or loose woolen outfit that just barely covers his body but looks very easily ran in. And he looks at you. Do you mind if I run around the property a few times? I need
Sure.
to do my
There's a
morning
hedge
5
maze.
miles.
Sure, there's a hedge mage in the back. Just
Oh.
don't take out the garden.
That'd be perfect.
Don't step on the flowers.
Would you like to join
My
me?
daughter would kill me. No.
Lynn?
A hedge maze. A man could easily go missing in a hedge maze first thing in the morning.
Yeah. It's just there.
Ah, good
He came with
call,
the property.
Buttercup. We should investigate and make sure nobody went missing.
Oh, if they went missing, they would not be in that hedge maze. There's plenty of other places that I would dump a body here.
They're at the bottom of the lake. But just like almost limps out of the room. He's like, oh God, why have I been lumped with him again?
But yes, Gavriel is also an elf. So
Yeah.
he trances 4 hours and immediately spends the next 4 hours working out.
Wait,
Every
he
single
was
day.
trancing. Why the fuck did we need to share a bed? He could just spat on the floor.
Just because you can do it doesn't mean you want to
Just-
be uncomfortable.
Wait, Gabriel's they're an elf?
Yeah, he's an elf.
He's a ginormous, jacked fucking elf.
I tell him, hey, you're trans, right?
Sometimes, most of
If
the
you
time.
have you ever like I know that we're incapable of sleeping, but if you put this on and I pull out a ring, well, you trans, you'll actually be able to sleep and dream. If you ever want to give it a shot, let me
But
know.
then I wouldn't be practicing combat inside of my dream.
Maybe
Well, from the way the humans describe it is if they sleep, they don't actually get to control their dreams that much. I like to think about different scenarios where I would be a hero inside of my head and imagine them.
I just have this ring on because my wife used to complain about me staying up. So
Ah, that's why I go work out. It is good for you. Glenn, would you like to come?
Sure.
5
Always love a good workout.
miles. 5 miles, 1 hour. Let's go.
Oh boy, you really put it on it. Okay, let's go.
5 miles in 1 hour? That is
Just be-
I could walk that.
Well, they're
Just be
doing it at a
careful.
brisk jog while also stopping to do their push-ups and doing everything else in between. For Glenn, it is a breeze of a workout. There's no sweat even broken.
my dad is
Glenn
just happy
even
that there's
sweat?
people in the house.
But Gavriel, Samdi, you're woken up an hour before you're done. Where Gavriel is like moving into the bathroom. Someday, do you mind if I scrub off the sweat? You see, it's glistening, but not in the good way.
Santi rises out of the bathtub.
Good morning.
He just kind of bellows groggily. Hold on. He just
He's
Just
standing
drains the
there, like, just
bathtub.
in his underwear and, like, sweating up a storm.
You're an odd one.
Coming from you, I believe that is compliment.
Believe whatever you want.
Jesus Christ. So, you all done?
Yeah, I just the bathtub as I'm leaving.
Alrighty.
Unplug.
Dunk. Alrighty. So, yeah, you're hot micing like a motherfucker, Glenn. Not sure what's going on. Alrighty. So, morning comes. All of you are now awake. Breakfast is made for you all. Fresh fruit that is placed and cut for you, sprinkled with a little bit of sugar to draw out the sweetness of them. Coffee poured, if you prefer coffee, or very exotic and expensive tea, also at your disposal, but the old man doesn't seem to expect anybody to want that.
Cat will have some justice, spite him.
Oh, okay, you have good taste. Would you like the raspberry, the blueberry, the hinterberry, hibiscus blend? We have the melon swell. It's also very good. We have the chai. I can make you up any. And he opens up a cabinet that has like 50 different varieties of tea. Reese, you've never drank a single one of them.
I think
I
that
go out.
the hibiscus sounds wonderful. Thank you.
I go out, collect rent from the stores that owe rent, and put money into the mansion and finances and trust him to buy stuff. And most of it's in tea.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he's trying to convince you, technically, to try tea, but if not, well, he can't let it go to waste.
What a pragmatic man.
Yeah. So you try the hibiscus, and it is more aromatic than it is flavorful, but it's still a decent experience.
How do you guys travel normally?
By this thing called a horse.
Okay. I also have a horse and a wagon if needed. So
Dear Lord. There's
Nice.
more of
Yeah,
them.
moment.
do you guys not want a wagon? We just take the horse.
Party?
I'm fine with
I
it,
mean-
whatever.
If you have a wagon, then fantastic. I have a bear.
I can just walk.
That isn't Gabriel.
Okay. Okay.
Took me a second.
Yup. Isn't Gabriel. And he just smiles at you all. A wagon would be nice. It is quite no, I don't wish to complain about anything, but it is quite heavy carrying everybody's everything for them.
Okay, it's a wagon, not a cart, so it is bigger.
Well, the burden of your company weighs heavy on my soul, Gabriel, so let's call it even.
You are such a good jokester. Being over here to the east has really opened up your sarcasm. I like it.
He's just
then-
determined
sounds
to
like
be
a
your
medical
friend,
condition.
Bartikov.
It sounds like
Fine.
such a
The
medical
closer
condition.
we get, the better opportunity I have to either convert or kill him.
There's only two ways that this can possibly go.
But yeah,
As
we
we're
can leave
sitting on
whatever.
the wagon,
The wagon
I will
is
be
set.
discussing with Gabriel the benefits of, slime powers.
The benefits of oozism.
Hmm.
And then as a note, I switched my proficiencies because I can do that at night, right? With the tool proficiencies from calligraphy tools to land vehicles.
Oh, perfect.
So-
So you're leading the wagon.
Yes.
And you have one horse?
Yes.
2 horses are needed to pull a wagon for everybody inside other than people who get to ride bear.
I still own a horse.
Good. Then you can
We
have
have
it.
it.
You brought it with you to the town, so yeah, you've just been paying rent to let it stay at the stalls. Did you
Did I
compensate for that?
purchase one?
I mean, what is the status of the stall?
You've been in here for 6 nights. Would you have your own stalls at the estate?
Yeah, I would have my own stalls.
Okay, so 5 nights is how long you've been in town, I believe.
Roughly.
Okay.
We've knocked over how many places in 5 nights?
So
Yeah.
12
3.
gold is what it would have cost you.
Yeah, I only got one riding horse, unfortunately. So.
Oh, you bought a
Right.
riding horse, not even a draft horse. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, it's the more expensive one.
Well,
So-
riding horses individually are faster. Drafting horses have a higher carrying capacity for like wagons and carts and such.
What
I
is,
pay the 12 gold.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I misunderstood. I'll switch it the golden because I thought it was the.
Yeah, one's meant for riding fast, the other is meant for beast of burden.
Okay, and then I would have grabbed the draft horse then instead of the riding horse.
No problem.
So I'll just switch it up. The gold.
Problem.
And we still need one more though, especially to have this many people. What do they go for now?
A draft horse in Spalding would run 60 gold. Unless you want one that has, what is that called? Has lineage to some of the more powerful horses within the races. You could pay for those.
So a higher pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
This is Spalding we're talking about. Their entire motto is pedigree.
Yeah, keep it in the family. That way, generationally speaking, you just become superior, right? There's no defense.
Yes.
That's how that works.
Exactly. There are no such things as inbreeding.
Is there any other benefit to it?
No, you just get to say that it has a higher mark in me.
Oh, nah. Then it's what, 60?
Yeah, 60.
Done.
Alrighty. So you have 3 horses to pull the wagon. Everybody can fit on the wagon. Bart, you can still ride bear if you wish.
The bearer.
Would you like to ride bear?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, you all
Both
exit out of
known
this
comfort and a show of dominance.
You all exit out of the city, heading up to the eastern end of it as you are exiting out. You all are checked out where you have to remove your bracelets that allow you to have extended stays. Reese, of course, since you have a permanent residence here, they will give you back your bracelet when you arrive. They just don't allow people to keep it on them in the outside world. Of course, that doesn't
How's
stop
that
you
work
whenever you
when I
teleport.
keep teleporting back and forth?
Well, yeah, when you do that, they don't take it from you because they don't
Okay.
check you. But when you're exiting mundanely, they check you and they take it. And you have to turn one over because it's one of those like, well, do you not have one?
Oh, that would make sense because I went to Sharkton before this, so I would have been coming out of the city without a bracelet because I teleported back into the city originally.
Right, but the last time you went there, you would have had one. So you still have one.
Yeah. Hey.
Yep.
So all of your bracelets are taken, and you all exit the city. As you begin your travels, Reese, I would like a land vehicle check from you, please. And I would like a survival check from whoever is going to be navigating the map as his co-rider.
I
I'll
think.
do it.
Oh, okay. I was thinking I'd give it a go, but if you want,
You can do it.
Go for it.
I'll give it.
Dylan.
I'll give it a go.
For the
on,
land vehicles,
go-
like what?
And I'll add my.
Wisdom.
Oh wow. And I'll add my d6 anyway.
Hey.
Why not? Oh, 35.
35.
I dare say you know all things.
So, as you are beginning to travel, since you exited through the east way, You see the way that the road is curving. Either you can stick to the left-hand side or you can adjust yourself and go over a little bit to the right. It would appear that going further to the left, by your estimate, would lead you out of the forest faster, and then you get to the open plains where then you can just ride across. You think that this may save you like 3 or 4 hours in travel.
Right. Obvious shortcut. It's definitely this way. So just follow along this path, straight to the right a bit, and we'll be clear.
Good enough for me.
Perfect.
Excellent.
So, you all follow through this path and begin your journey through the open plains of Balera. Let's get you some different music going, shall we? No longer in a city, no longer in a swamp. Alrighty. As you all exit out of the Spalding Forest fairly quickly, you begin taking in the environment around you. This northern open plains has a lot of different wheats and common vegetables being farmed out here. Oh, this is not the right song. Damn.
Probably went for a Western.
Yeah, right? No, we're not in that territory yet. This one?
I'm gonna put my breastplate in the back of the cart because at any point I can down and doff it as an action.
You bullshit.
I took common items.
I'll take a minute to cast Gift of Alacrity on Samdi for the day. Got a D8 to your initiatives.
I feel like that's worked like 1 out of 5 times.
Hey, you never know, man.
Alrighty.
I know you're slow on the jump.
There we go. So, you look at the various different beautiful farmlands out here of the local farmers that live outside of the control of Spalding and live a much more freeing life amongst themselves. As you are traveling northwards at this point, you notice there's a lot of attention drawn over towards your wagon as you are traveling. Quite a few farmhands looking curiously at you all. Especially the bear, the giant polar bear that's just walking through the open field.
It's a polar bear?
Yes, of course. Where's he from?
Huh.
Very cold where I'm from. Bears must be big and fluffy.
Polar bear looks at you.
Yes, Boris, don't worry. You're the fluffiest boy.
God, it's. Speaking of Boris, is Boris with us? The other one?
Smaller Boris.
By like this much. Boris is is Gabriel's mastiff.
We have Boris the bear, Boris the mastiff.
Yeah.
Everyone is Boris.
It's traditional. You call your traveling companion Boris.
So,
Who are you to judge?
I'm not judging at all.
so
My daughter used to bring home pet spiders all the time.
That is really sweet. She says that she's got Misha, who is still a spider.
Yeah, my wife hated it.
So. Excuse me, sorry.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, that shook my whole body. All right. So, as you are passing through, You make it one full day's travel without breaking out of the farmlands out here. Galloping down the roadway, this dirt path that has been laid, you end up having to pull off to the side. Now, when you pull off to the side, now that the sun is setting, you can still see the wonderful corn fields in front of you. Husks leaning downwards slightly as they're about to be hitting their farmable season right now. And you see a light in the distance that would suggest a farm home all the way out here. Gavriel will look at you all. So, should I set up our tents out here and just farm on the side of the road?
I don't see any reason why not to.
What he said.
He looks over his shoulder at the farmhouse. Okay.
We're gonna spend the night here. We should probably let the farm hands know. That way they don't see a bunch of people and assume we're loitering or stealing their crops. So,
If you're willing to talk to them.
Yeah, I'm not much of a people person.
you
Or
guys
I
normally
could
set up
handle
in the
it
middle
for
of the
you.
street. You guys just set up in the middle of the street all the time when you travel, or?
No, with I have a protective method for us to sleep in, so we don't always need to bother people or draw attention to them.
Oh, okay. If you offer some protection, then I don't see what would be the point of bugging them.
My offer's still open.
What was your offer?
To handle it.
The
No,
people.
Sandy, that's not necessary.
Somebody rolls his eyes.
I mean, if you want to come with me, we can go talk to them just to make sure we're not going to get jumped in the middle of the street the night, you know? And if they seem like they have ill intent, then you can take care of it. So win-win.
Somebody looks over at the house. I think you can handle it.
Well, okay. I'm going to go by myself then.
Alrighty. You wander up the pathway, heading through the corn and up the small, quaint little porch. You see that there's currently a family of half-elves sitting inside, holding hands around a dinner table.
I knock on the door.
One of them adjusts their head in your direction and then stands up from the table, excusing themselves, and they disappear from sight for a moment before the door opens up in front of you. The half-elven individual definitely has a bit of a shadow to their face from working long hours, and the paleness of their would-be wood-elven complexion definitely set in with a little bit more of a burn thanks to the sunlight that they have. Hey there, what's up?
So me and my allies, we're making camp a little bit past those crops. We're just like letting you know that you don't think we're stealing your crops or anything, you know?
What? You're stealing my crops?
No, we're letting you know.
Oh, you're interested in buying some crops?
No, we're staying on the opposite side over there just for tonight. We're a group of travelers from.
Well, that's
Spawn.
absolutely ridiculous.
We're spending the night in the middle of the road.
Yeah, we got a perfectly good little farmhouse right over there with a bunch of bales of hay that you could lay on and stuff. We got some blankets and stuff for you as well. You're all more than welcome to stay there. Actually, honey, you cook enough? Yeah. Y'all are more than welcome to come in and eat dinner with us, too.
I mean, we wouldn't want to intrude,
Oh.
but I will let them know that the offer stands.
There is no intrusion, and let them know we highly insist. I mean, Lyra would love to have
inside
more
these
people
people.
coming in. Go for it.
You'd be like children of the lambs, of the cultists.
Sandy, he's just like, ah, God, I should have gone with him.
23.
23.
He
Can't
said,
have more.
he said, Lyra's blessing, and you see a holy symbol of Lyra. One of their tenets is to be kind to others.
Again, if you can let us stay at the farm, the farmhouse. that would
You're
be
all
appreciated, too.
bring your stuff up here. I ain't taking no for an answer at this. Honey, give me about 10 minutes or so. We got some travelers out here that need a place to stay. Oh, you need me to fix up all the linens and such? We'll handle that after dinner. Just set a few more tables. Thanks. All right, let's go get them.
Sure.
So-
Come walking.
As Gavriel is just about done pitching his tent, all of you.
We got a place to stay
No,
tonight.
just like just the image of just this long suffering, like devotee, just like like backs it all up again.
Yes. So Reese comes over, and there's this new half-elven man who smiles at you all. Hey, good evening. We got some pretty hearty meals going on for dinner right now. If y'all want to join us up at my estate, and you're all more than welcome to just stay inside of our farmhouse if you need.
That is very kind of you.
Yeah, of
Just we
course.
wouldn't want to impose.
Oh, it is no imposition
The same thing.
whatsoever. Do unto others, you know?
And that's
a good motto.
Is that a specific tenet to Lyra?
It's a common phrase among Lyra, but it's not like one of the tenets, you know?
Gotcha.
So I see Katrine being the one that's talking. I'm gonna tell her telepathically, "This is Reese. Don't worry. I'm just letting you know. They're follower of Lyran. Lyran? Did I say that right?
Lyra.
Lyra.
L-L-I-A-R-A. Lyra.
They're followers of Lyra. So
Oh,
They're-
they are.
yes.
Often that you're so generous to offer your home for this evening.
Oh, it ain't an imposition whatsoever. Come on through, everybody. Gabriella, I'll catch up in a minute. Let me just put the tent back away.
And she just kind of like pats him on the shoulder, like, "I'm sorry."
And he will yet again put the tent away all by himself.
Ha! Sucks to suck. See you, bitch. No.
Just give him a mage hand to help. Just and walk
Yeah.
away.
Just
Anyways.
yeah, use the mage hand to annoy him more.
So, you all walk up over to this nice little farmhouse, and you see the architecture inside is nice. They definitely put a little bit of accents into the trimmings of the wood to make it look more aesthetically pleasing. Moving in there, you see that there are 4 half-elven young people. For elves, it's kind of hard to discern ages appropriately. It's either they're young or they're adults. And then you see that there's been quite a few spots set up, but not enough for all 7 of you. Oh, geez, I didn't know we had an entire little circus coming over with us. All right, let's set up a couple of more plates. All right, everyone, shoulder up. And the kids all scoot in closer towards one another, and she goes and gets another couple of chairs and brings it out, and the husband goes into the kitchen and starts setting up a couple of more plates. All right, everybody, please, come on, sit down, sit down. We were just about to say our prayers and thanks for the day.
And for the first time anyone else has seen, Catherine is helping set up.
She suddenly grew a conscience.
Well, we'll just like lean down to Sandy, like, is she having a stroke?
I believe she's
Sure,
trying to
why-
ingratiate herself.
I know. That's why I'm concerned.
It's a tactic I use a lot.
So then they go into their prayers. none of y'all need to feel like you need to pray with all of us, but you're more than welcome, of course, to join in if your heart feels moved. And they all grab hands, and the kids offer their hands to whoever's sitting next to them. Katarina, I assume's on one side. Who's on the opposite side? Someone has to be.
I would be.
All right, Bart. The smallest little tiny boy holds his tiny little hand up to you with a smile.
I hold it.
Okay.
I sit right next to somebody, because I know I make him feel the most uncomfortable. I go, would you like to hold my hand?
Would you take a poor sinner's hand?
Would you take a poor
That's
sinner's
my
hand?
thing.
Get out of my bayou.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Santi's going to look at you. He's going to say, I'd assume you'd burst into flame by saying that.
I mean, I haven't started bursting the flames yet.
Give me a minute.
Except today. Today I can't actually teleport and by bursting into flames. So, it'd be one of those.
Giving you a minute.
He's just like staring intently at Reese.
Alright.
Just smiling the whole time with that cock grin. If you don't want to do this, you can always make a deal.
So, the head of the family begins doing the prayers. Dear Lyra, thank you so much for the bountiful feast that you have granted to each of us. Thank you so much for little Timmy's ingenuity and creativity as well. The artistic expression that he has with all of his finger paintings just makes our hearts so swell and full. We really are appreciative for everything. And thank you so much for bringing such kind, gentle travelers, unlike those last folk that came through here, in order to sit down and enjoy a meal and a story with all of us. We really do appreciate all your blessings every day, and we look forward to each and every single moment we can dedicate to you. Amen.
Yes.
You had trouble with Tal'Dorei recently?
Oh, shucks. It wasn't that big of a deal, honestly. Wasn't that big of a deal. They took some of our silverware.
That's rude.
Right. It's been in my family for a generation. And in Elven terms, that's a long fucking time.
Of course. Did you happen to catch their names?
Well, they gave us these names, but now I'm starting to think they're a little on the, fibbing side.
Right.
But, yeah, it was, this red-headed woman who was traveling with their brown-haired, human, big gullet on the guy and darker complexion, too.
That ring any bells?
Red hair, big gullet on a dude. Nothing really stands out to you, but yeah, now you've taken note of it.
They happen to leave anything behind?
I'm not too terribly sure. And the kid right next to Bart goes, "Yeah, they did." Oh, what'd they do? What'd they leave behind? With their when they were leaving, they came in and they had that big straw hat. All right, yeah, they did have that big straw hat. Do you still got that? Uh-huh. It's on my bed.
That's interesting. Would it be too much to say that I could pay you for that?
Oh, I mean, if you're in the need of hats, we could weave you one in the morning, not a problem at all.
No, specifically theirs.
He's gonna roll an insight on that.
While they're talking, I want to be subtly as possible casting Purify Food, Drink, and Water. Sorry, Purify Food and Drink.
Do you have subtle cast?
Nope. That's what
Then
I'm trying to like.
It is a
whisper,
very
you know?
verbal thing for you to ask for that.
As I'm noticing him fail to be subtle, I'm just going to say, don't worry, it's just praying.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
Want
my
me a
prayer. My
deception
prayer.
check, Somebody?
This can only end badly if I roll not one.
We can discuss it after the meal once we get you set up in the barn. Not a problem. So, what's bringing all you folk through here?
I would
Carl?
like to use. You said
Why
I
do
could
I
use
say
lucky.
shit?
So you said I could use lucky for allies.
Yes,
would like
I did.
To use my lucky to have them reroll that.
Somebody re-roll.
Okay.
That's
It's
that's
alright.
better.
You got a lucky guy in the party.
Yeah. I make you guys better.
25. They all like nod ahead, and little Timmy goes, "Oh, that's a different prayer I've never heard." And he's listening super intently now.
Asmodeus, remove imperfections
Yeah.
from this.
May the fires of hell cleanse the food. of any toxicity.
Wow, hell sounds cool.
Only in accents.
Yeah.
Just quick.
Sorry, hearing like a youth say, "Oh, hell sounds cool."
A youth. Look at that. One of them youths.
Hello.
I don't have
hello.
a better word for it. What do you
Says
wanna
the
say?
youngest
A
guy in the whole
child.
community.
Right?
Yes, but I'm referring to children.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I have to do this before meals. It's my own religious thing.
Oh, please,
Yeah.
by all means. We don't knock anybody's religions, and I'm sorry if it made you feel uncomfortable. We do this as a family every night, every morning,
No, I
every
understand.
afternoon.
I understand.
And know that Lira herself would appreciate it.
Oh, blessings. Thank you.
My cat still with me?
Yes, it is. And the cat is like actively hacking up a furball during this religious talk.
And I go, yep.
Is the
food is-
furball just slime?
Well, when it comes out, yes, and then it eats it.
Yeah, so the food is safe to eat now. I tell somebody in his head. I'm
Somebody.
in your mind now. Somebody, I tell you in your head. I'm in your mind now. Also, the food's safe to eat now.
Oh,
I appreciate
you're not
that
in his mind
follow-up.
anymore.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh shit, dog! I love it.
Somebody's
I go,
immune.
huh. I try to make the connection and I feel nothing. And I go, well,
It's
that's
just like you're on call
you hear a
waiting.
dial tone.
Yeah.
my claws hit like obsidian walls. And I'm just like, oh, well, that's interesting.
So yeah, what brings you all the way out here? I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere. I'm guessing by the position of your wagon that y'all are coming from Spalding?
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh.
would be correct. And we're headed to Sharpton.
Sharpton. Oh, you doing some business out there?
We are.
Of course.
Oh, what type of business y'all in?
Mining.
Oh, that is such a beautiful work, getting all the nice, beautiful gems at your disposal and letting people cut them into fine jewelries and the likes. Oh, that is so lovely.
It is. We plan on doing a bit of testing of the quality while we are there.
That is so good. Hey, you want to do us a favor? Yeah, I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to, if you come across a influx of clay and you got any spare bit, little Timmy over here has been trying his hands at sculpting, but it's hard to come by clay on these parts, you know?
Certainly, I can understand that. And if we happen across any that is suitable for crafting, we will pick some up for you.
Perfect. That's such a blessing. And of course, we'll compensate you very well for it. It's not an issue. You know, we have bountiful harvests, allows us to pay handsomely.
Of course. Or you could always take it as a thank you for having us in your home.
Oh, blessings. Thank you.
Little guy
It
wants to
would
be a
be-
sculptor, huh?
Anyone would see my son just like biting his tongue, trying not to negotiate the deals and terms of this agreement. Just
Oh yeah.
You can't enter my brain, but you can tell I'm feeling the same.
Yeah, I saw this beautiful what was it, a blue dragon that somebody made, and they made it by hand, and I wanted to make one as well.
Oh,
I
that
gotta
sounds
create
wonderful.
mine.
Well, you know what they say, the more creative you can be and the more blessings you can put into the world, the better off the world becomes.
Hear that, brother?
Oh, then you're a follower of Lyra as well, then.
Not follower of this guy right over here, actually. And I'll point over to Monkey.
Oh, I guess every
With a big smile on his face.
every tool chest needs something to hit the nails, right?
I see
Yeah,
what's
we
going
follow
through
our
your
friend.
mind, friend. You're thinking it's a cult. You're right.
Wait, oh, I was just
It's not a
thinking.
call.
I was just thinking some of the tools need a bit sharpening, but all right.
Right.
Right. You wouldn't be wrong.
So disrespectful, man.
I mean, if you introduce like, yo, are you religious? Yes, this man here is my god.
Yeah.
That's gonna raise some eyebrows.
Yeah, he just thought you weren't smart.
Uh-huh.
At that moment, freaking raises fucking as he starts laughing, trying to drink his coffee.
Yeah.
What you got there? Is that some coffee? Coffee, is that what they call it? Toffee? Coffee, honey.
Yes.
Coffee.
Yes.
Oh, I've never had any of that. Can I try some?
Sure. I pour some in a cup and hand it to him.
All right, let me take a little sip of this. Oh shit! Oh,
Very strong.
that is bitter. Ah,
Would
You're
you
gonna
allow
stay
me?
awake for a while.
like berries that aren't right.
It's like
Would
my
you allow me
soul.
to?
Oh, you know
And-
what?
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to add sugar and cream to it.
You're ruining it.
Nice.
You're ruining it.
Soiled it. Soiled it.
You
Try it now.
fucked it up.
So,
Next, you're gonna add pumpkin spice into it. Ah!
oh, I like pumpkin spice. That is delicious. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. I've tried that a bunch.
I'm just making my particular
We got a coffee snob over here.
That's not stop. That's basic, bitch. Oh,
No, you
No,
know,
I'm
I used
I'm
to.
referring to Reese.
No, I used to like the sweet stuff, and then it didn't do anything.
so all of you are miners then.
No, I work at a contractual statement law house in Spalding. So
What?
He's looking
I
over
work
the
with
paperwork.
He's our lawyer.
Oh, you're one of them there representatives of Asmodeum.
that's what it is. I'm what you would call, in simple terms, as a hook up.
A fuck up?
Hook up.
Foot up.
Hook as in hook.
Dog up.
And then up as in up.
Hey, whatever you like to do with feet, buddy, we ain't judging you. Different strokes, right?
Different strokes for different folks. So
Right.
You know, this has been a lovely conversation so far.
This has just been lovely.
I'm just gonna staring at the food waiting for someone else to eat before I eat.
Well, I'm glad. That's kind of the... Oh, yeah, they've been, like, digging in and eating.
Okay.
And
that's-
it is a very simple, like, dry stew with a simple roast that they cooked. They give you all just, like, a few slices of the roast onto your plates, and then you got a variety of potatoes, carrots, with a little bit of this brothy, gravy-ish substance on it, and some peas.
Not
It's-
gravy.
It's good.
Gideon, like scratch stew, takes me back.
Takes me back to when I was a broke bitch.
Yes.
All right. So, I'm just gonna, you know, start setting up the goddamn, what's that thing called?
Stable?
Stable. No, barn.
Barn.
Gonna go-
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there too to put the horses and hitch them.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no need. I found the barn out back, and I just brought the horses over to it with the wagon, already taken care of.
Okay.
And I left Boris there to watch over them. And I asked Boris to also watch over them. I hope that is not too intrusive, Potakov.
He already told me it's fine.
Very good. And the conversation Boris did have with you was on the leaning edges of, should I eat him?
Not yet. One day.
We
my
all
friend,
have
I
the people we
promise.
want to murder.
You
It's
just
just
give
that yours
me,
is very targeted.
you give me the word. Boris is a good boy. So, everybody, as he goes outside with a few of you as well, Katarine, are you going to be accompanying him with this?
So if he goes outside, yeah, actually, I will go with him.
Alrighty. Young lady, I got a question for you, if you don't
Certainly.
mind. You, how do I say this? You ain't looking to do nothing nefarious to those people that kind of, you know, got in my family's way, are you?
No, my goal was to retrieve. I could find where they are, and I could retrieve the silverware for you.
All right. Well, if that's the case, we can give you the hat. No issues at all. Just, we ain't in the business of revenge, you know?
I understand, and leader's guidance is gentle,
Yeah.
but it is something that is important to you, and you open your home in hospitality, and someone takes advantage of it. It's just not something that I could let stand.
That's understandable. Give them a stern talking to, but, you know, we prefer to learn from our lessons and letting people hopefully learn from theirs as well, you know. Karma has a way of working things like this out, you know?
Certainly, and it is one of those things that if it's been in your family for a long time and it is meaningful, it's something that since you have been so kind, it's something that I would like to return to you if I was able.
Much appreciated. Thank you very kindly. All of you have been wonderful guests here, despite the fact that your one friend over there kind of needs to bathe a little bit more.
Right.
Somebody who's listening in on this looks around. I just took a bath.
Oh shit! I spent all night in a tub.
I soaked in it.
But anywho, yeah.
I wanted to ask also. I have a connection with Lyra myself, and is that something that you find that many people around here do as well?
Well, I mean, to each their own, you know, all of that jazz. But there's a good number of people that are kind-hearted like us and try to do unto others and such. I don't really ask many people about their religious beliefs and such. You know, I don't really want to be one of those types.
Of course.
But, you know.
He's insulting you.
Just more
Are you intrusive thoughts?
Santi Santi, he's insulting you.
But yeah, I mean, there's a few of us around here that I've noticed hang the symbol above their doorways.
Is there something that I could do to help support the followers of Lyra here?
Oh shoot! In about 6 months, we're going to be having a flea market. All the communities out here, all the families coming together. Going to be meeting at one of the barns. Not sure which one. And quite a few of us like to sell some things that we've been making. And, well, if there's anybody making things, there's going to be beautiful art pieces. And who knows, if you bring that clay back, you might have a sculptor or two around as well. Just, supporting the craft like we're supposed to.
Absolutely. That does sound like it would be a good bit of fun.
Wouldn't it, though? I think it would.
So, and do you find that it's hard to find crafting and artistic supplies out there?
Generally speaking, it's a little difficult, but we make do. We can make various different colors thanks to the berries that we grow or the flowers that we find and for painting and such, but, we got what we got.
Right, and that's a very optimistic way of seeing it.
Of course. But anyways, we got this barn here for all of y'all. Most of the hay's already been picked up because tomorrow I'm going to be slaughtering a couple of new pigs. Storing them up for the winter and whatnot. So,
Right.
room's clean, it's open, it's empty. Feel free to stretch and get yourselves comfortable in here. No fires, please.
That's not a problem.
Good.
Says the pyromaniac.
Listen, I don't have to, okay? I can stop anytime I want.
It's a choice.
Just a bad one.
I can stop anytime I want. Prove
I
it.
choose Pyro Life, but life chose me.
I don't want
Right.
to. All right. Well, blessings to you all. Thank you so much. And we'll see you in the morning. We're going to be having some grits for breakfast.
Not had these grits.
Oh, they are hearty, sustainable, not bad tasting. You put a little bit of sugar and butter in there, it's pretty good. But it's mostly, it's for hard work, Gavriel looks over at you, Bardakov, excited by the fact that you both get to eat grits again. Only the servants ever ate that.
Bitch, I was on the Royal Guard. I didn't eat shit like that.
During basic, you did.
Because you weren't picked out yet, yep.
And Gavriel looks excited for this. How do you think they're going to enjoy them? The consistency. It's unrivaled.
It is unique. That is for sure. I don't think I ever took to it personally, but you had longer to get accustomed to the taste.
That is correct. I stayed in the service for a much longer period of time.
Such an underhanded fucking dig.
He's not even trying. Poor bastard is slowly but surely building up Bart's fucking will to kill. And he's just being himself. I'd feel bad for it if it wasn't hilarious.
And he helps everybody set up their sleeping arrangement in here. But after that, second night you get to spend out here, appreciating the kindness that the Balearic Coast has. Not just the, well, absurd that they experience from their major city, apparently. The common folk that live and thrive out in these open areas that just get to appreciate the community and civilization surrounding them on all sides. It's nice. It's a good little reminder for each of you that there's more to this coast than the greed and obsessive controlling nature of the Spaulding family.
That's what you think.
And as like kind of not, it's one of those like a little bit later in the evening, but not very late. Kat will make her way back to the house and knock gently.
Wife answers the door. Oh, hello there. Is everything all right?
It is. I wanted to just have a moment to talk with you, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course. Come on. Well, actually, it's a beautiful little brisk night. We can sit on the front porch. She brings a lantern out and lights it a little bit more, and there's these nice little rocking chairs out here.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Sit down. Oh, here's a little bit of water. She pours you a fresh glass of water.
Thank you.
Of course. What do you need?
I wanted to talk. I've been through a lot of changes in my life recently, and your family seems so happy. And it's something that is very surprising to me.
Cocks her head to the side when you say that.
Something, don't you fucking dare.
I did not know that the poor could experience happiness.
That's pretty much where she's going with this. You see, where I came from, came from great wealth. And yet, my family was not happy. And
that's unfortunate.
Yes, and they created a great deal of unhappiness around them as well. And so it's part of what I have dedicated this part of my life to has been trying to give space for happiness for others, but it hasn't always been for myself. And it just it's not something that I had spent a lot of time thinking about or working on, or and it just I wanted to say how much that just your simple kindness has meant to me.
Oh, sweetheart, it's not an issue at all. I mean, thank you. Shoot. It ain't so easy having a happy life. And usually it takes a lot of effort to get there. A lot of struggle, a lot of pain. I mean, we've poured blood into this land in order to shape it how we want it to be so that we could be comfortable enough and happy enough to just live our life and let our children experience it how they see fit, you know?
Right.
But
and
that's the hardest part, honestly. If you're looking for happiness, just find that little place in the world that you want to make your own and change it. Make it meant for you. Make it meant for others to enjoy with you, and everything will fix itself out.
But that is interesting, because I've done quite a lot of work to change things for others, but not taking the time to enjoy it myself.
I mean, treating others with respect and kindness, it's a blessing, don't get me wrong, but you gotta treat yourself with that same amount of respect and kindness. If you can't love you, how are you gonna love anybody else better?
That in itself is very wise.
I saw it on a quilt one day at a market.
That's lovely.
Yeah. I should have
did
bought
one-
that quilt.
How long ago was it?
Oh, must have been at least 15 years.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So if you've been living by it since then, it would make sense as to why your family has such a happy place here.
Yeah, we try to, but took a lot of effort. You see, we used to have a landlord, a Spalding landlord. Could you imagine?
Oh, I can imagine. I've run into quite a few of them myself.
Yeah, they ain't the best. But having that landlord always trying to jack the prices up on the land, making it more atrocious for us to live out here and persist out here, it was a bit of a struggle. But we worked through it. We got stronger as a family, and eventually, hubby and I made enough money to buy the land outright. We own it now.
That's wonderful. How much did you pay for it?
But for this farmland that we have,
Mhm.
that's a bit of an intrusive question, but I think it ran us close to 6,000.
Gotcha. And don't mean to intrude. It just we are looking to buy property ourselves, so we're just trying to understand what the economy is like here.
If I can give you a suggestion, don't go in debt if you can help it.
Of course.
Buying outright is the smartest thing you can do, or if they give you a minimum payment that you got to make, you pay double that if you can, or as close as possible. You got to get those payments down as low as you possibly can, and for the next year and a half, 2 years, you got to be on top of that shit. Always doing the best you can, paying as much as you can the entire time, all right?
Of course. And we're doing fairly well here, so it's just one of those things that I'm, and if I may confide, it's one that I haven't had enough run-ins with Spaldings to hope to keep them confined. Who's Spalding? As much as possible.
Yeah, that'd be a blessing.
Right, so but I wanted to and I understand that part of your nature is generous, and so as much as you wouldn't necessarily want to accept gifts, I think I have something that I can share with you.
Oh, well, what is it?
And as she kind of takes the little lady's hand, and she's gonna pop her wings.
Wow.
I'm one of Litter's own, and from time to time have her ear. I want you to know that your family has given me insight into different way of life. And if I'm able to ask for any blessings for your family and for the people here, I will do so.
You see the tears swelling up in her eyes and beginning to overwhelm her with appreciation and the familiar sight of love of the beauty of this conversation.
And Catherine will give her a big hug.
Oh, thank you so much. I always knew she had angels still among us.
She does. And the only thing I ask in return is to continue being who you are. Because you serve her tidings and her tenets so well.
We ain't never gonna be changing. Thank you.
That's good to hear. And she gives her a squeeze, and we'll make our way back to the barn.
So, You slip back inside where half of your companions are just trancing and fully aware that you just walked back in.
Yeah.
I literally see I'm on top of the barn drawing, and I just see her walk in, like, oh.
By the time
Yeah,
you get back there, the wings are gone. They only last a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So you wouldn't have seen that.
Okay.
Well, guys, after you wake up in the morning, have a bountiful breakfast. Though it does not taste nearly as good as you would want, it is very filling and very nutritious. Well, nutritionally dense, let's call it. And you all can get waved away as you head back out onto the open road, and the entire family is there to meet you, waving you goodbye, stopping their work in the fields just to see you all leave. As you're leaving, little Timmy comes running up to you, Bart, holding that massive straw hat.
Ah, thank you. What a little gentleman.
Thank you. And I made this, and he hands you a painting. When you look at it, it is a giant white bear with armor on it.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's the coolest thing I ever seen in my life.
Well, if we pass by through here on our way back, then I shall let you ride him.
Immediately, his mom's eyes dart at you with a "Don't you fucking dare!" But the dad is smiling like, "Yeah, that sounds cool."
He is fully trained, only eaten 2 infants.
Only 2.
And that was on my command.
But anyways, they all wave you all goodbye as you're leaving. Nice, quaint little family that you all get to meet and now know out here in the wilderness.
And now we're emotionally attached to, so if anything happens to them, it'll be horrifying.
Cat's burning the whole, like, Cat's just walking into the Spalding Castle and just burning the shit down, if that's if that happens.
Oh, don't worry about it, guys. You have at least 5 sessions before I do stuff like that. But anyways, I think we're going to call it here, everybody. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. When we get back next week, we get to finally explore the Ganiak pools and Sharpton with the party. So, we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.